Ooh, 2 traits. Alright, let's see where this... What there is here. Powerful build. Tough as nails, the pinnacle of fitness. An imposing presence that commands the room, a mean right hook. Mystical, strange and unusual, you see the threads of reality in ways others cannot. Talk to animals, you can talk to animals. Animals can talk to you, a gift and a curse. Okay, that one feels like one I'm going to want to get, because I feel like if they're giving me this as one of two possible... one of my 2 traits I can pick, there's probably going to be plenty of animals I can talk to. But also, maybe I don't want to pick that, because also a gift and a curse. I have a feeling there's going to be probably some bad stuff that can come from that, too. Street smart. Good at lying and hard to lie, too. Fast talker, you can read people and read the room. No door can hold you. Interesting. Keen eye. Observant with a knack for picking up small details. Empathetic. Book smart, well-read and rational, possess a wealth of esoteric knowledge and know when to use it. A talented researcher. Hot, extremely good-looking, a natural flirt. People just like you probably because you're a good person. You could pick hot as one of your traits. Okay. That's really funny. I really am interested in mystical as well. I really want to pick hot just because that's a very funny option that's there, but I think I'm going to pick mystical as one of them, because that one I feel like is gonna come in useful. And I really like talk to animals. See, I feel like this is gonna be like Baldur's Gate 3, where like you're gonna be able to, whether or not you can talk to animals, if you can't, you're gonna miss out on a lot of stuff. I think I'm gonna pick talk to animals, because that one I feel like I'm gonna get like just more stuff that way, more content. All right, let's see. I really like the art style of this game. Very different compared to Slay the Princess. It's like more pencil-y, sketchy style. But I really like this art style. The funeral of Perlan's Scarlet. Scarlet? Your cousin's mother and your aunt seemed like something you shouldn't ignore, even considering your own late mother's rocky relationship with this side of the family. Oh, mystical. But it was also more than just the social pressure of the invitation that pushed you to accept it. Something has been tugging you back to this place your entire life. There was no choice to be made because you were always going to find your way here. So when your cousin called, you knew it had to be done. So anyway, as I was saying... Oh no, he's still here. He's been sitting next to you for the past 5 hours, talking at you without pause. 5 hours? You're not sure he even stopped when you started to doze off. At first you thought he was just being friendly, but that was several hours of one-sided conversation ago. Immediately don't trust this person, okay? Me and my buddies were doing our usual prank stuff, you know, pushing joggers into the harbor, that sort of thing. Yeah, I definitely don't trust you. Good face, though. Good facial expression. Yeah, Okay, interesting first character to meet. She kind of became my girlfriend after all that, and we've been on and off for about a year, so it's pretty serious. I don't think that's true. Your girlfriend is giving birth right now, and you're thinking about ditching her to go have fun in New York after she tried to break up with you and you threatened to kill her? Hey now, I never threatened to kill her. You just told me you did. Okay, maybe over text just a little, but fatherhood is scary. Plus her mom is there, so it's not like she's alone. Her mom doesn't like me much, so I'd probably just make things super stressful. She'll understand. She's chill. Anyways, where'd you say you were headed? I don't want to tell him where I'm going. I'm tempted towards the mystical option because it's specifically something that aligns with that. I'm just gonna not answer. I don't want to tell someone who has told me he's openly thought about and threatened murder towards someone where I'm going. I don't particularly want to answer that. You don't say a word. The last thing you need right now is for him to know where you're going to be staying for the next week. If you aren't getting off at my stop, then you must be headed to Scarlet Hollow, right? Oh my fucking god, of course. Here, I have something for you. I am not taking anything you give me. The stranger rifles through his bag before presenting you with a dripping bag of peanuts. The broiled peanuts. I got them at a gas station a few buses back. I noticed you haven't eaten much, so I figured you could use them more than me. Plus, they dripped all over my bag, so I don't want to carry them anymore. Tip, sometimes picking a dialogue option establishes new facts about who you are. Oh. I will take them, but I am not going to give a positive answer. You take the peanuts. Thanks. You're welcome. And with that, I leave you. Safe travels, friend. Uh-huh. The bus finally comes to a stop. Its brakes squealing as it deports you in front of the Scarlet Hollow bus station. The sign at least reads bus station, but calling it that feels disingenuous. At best, it's a kiosk. Though for a small town like this, you're amazed there's so much as a road, let alone a bus that drives on it every week. The driver quickly shuts the doors behind you and starts the engine, kicking up dust clouds as he pulls away, eager to leave you in this place behind. Oh, I recognize you from the theme page. Hey, Lilac. You instantly recognize the worn young woman from the few public photos on her Facebook page. She's your cousin, Tabitha, and she looks annoyed to be here. Item, offer her your boiled peanuts as a condolence. Hey, Tabitha. Come on, let's get back to the estate. I don't want to spend any more time down here than I have to. Welcome to our family's humble estate. Unfortunately, due to the current state of the house, only a few rooms will be safely accessible during your stay. I wouldn't go wandering anywhere else if you value your limbs. The floors have been known to give out. If you know what's good for you, you'll stick to your room, your bathroom, and the kitchen. And hallways, I guess. But only the hallways you need to use to get to those places. I'll show you around so you know where it's safe to walk. You can leave your bags here for the time being. PJ&J, how'd you know it was one of my favorites? As the two of you leave the kitchen, you pass by a tuxedo cat sitting on the countertop. Oh my god, a cat. Talk to animals. Approach the cat. I'm approaching the cat. Don't try to pet Fro. If she wants to be pet, she'll let you know. Ne me le parle pas. Sorry, I don't speak French. Okay, I was gonna say, is that French? Of course, how typically American. I shall debase myself by speaking your tongue, but only so that I might insult you directly to your face, you uncultured swine. This is where you'll be staying. The linens are fresh. I had Janie wash them last week. I had to endure a half-hour rant about her kid and get her to do it, so you'd better be grateful. An unmistakable stain coats this room. Someone has died here. No, people have died in here. People have died here, haven't they? You know, she makes a very good point. And now you'll sleep here, carrying on the fine tradition of bedrooms being slept in. Yeah, fair. I guess I'll start to get settled. Follow me, I'll take you back to the foyer so you can collect your belongings. I'm gonna approach Fro. Fro hisses as you draw near and remains firmly in place. You might want to talk to me, but I don't want to talk to you. Go away. Offer her your boiled peanuts. Is this just gonna be an option I could do with every character? Oh, maybe I'm glad I took them. Do you like living here? I despise small talk. Can you tell me about Perlan? I never knew my aunt. She's dead. I don't waste my time on corpses. If you won't take the hint, I suppose I'll have to take things into my own hands. Fro lunges at your hand and bites you hard. You back away. You know you probably shouldn't, but a part of you has to know how old that mayonnaise is. It's gonna be like 10 years old, isn't it? You pick up the jar, it's labeled flaking in your hand. It expired 10 years. Oh my fucking god. Okay. Right, it was the mac and cheese she didn't want me to check, not necessarily the takeout. Okay, so I'm guessing the takeout would have been similar to the mayonnaise and that I would have grabbed the takeout, looked at it, and Like, oh, I wonder if this takeout is still good. I wonder if, like, maybe I could ask Tabitha what to get back if I can have this. Opens it and it's just covered in mold. It's been 15 years since that restaurant is from closed down. You close the pantry door as best you can and turn back to the rest of the kitchen. I feel like Frofro's judging. Oh. Dog. Gretchen, come back. Quit bothering strangers. Why, I do declare, who is this stranger, and why does she smell of peanut butter? I have seen you. You're the one other character I have seen in screenshots. Still don't know anything about you, though. Sorry about that. Gretchen can be very slippery when she wants to be. She loves to get loose and cause havoc. See, I could offer... No, I'm gonna save them. Because I feel like there's gonna be an even better character to give my peanuts to. I just feel like... I feel like this game is going to reward me for holding on to that. What's it like to be 17, Gretchen? Talk to animals. I feel as spry as I have ever been, believe it or not. I'm sure she'd tell you she's as spry as she's ever been. I'm hoping she beats the current record holder and makes it to 19. Or better yet, 20. The more time we get together, the better. Isn't that right, Gret? Oh, I plan to be around much longer than that. I wouldn't dare to leave you all on your lonesome, Stella. But what am I doing? I got so caught up in the excitement of meeting someone new that I entirely forgot to introduce myself. I'm Stella. It's not often I see a strange face up in the holler. Every now and then there's a new crop of coal folks, but you don't look dusty enough for that. You aren't in town for the funeral, are you? The Scarlet funeral? Offer her your boiled peanuts. You must be Tabby's cousin, right? Upon mention of your cousin, Gretchen mutters under her breath. One of these days I'll get that Tabitha to pet me. That's the only person I can think of who would come to town for the funeral. How's she holding up? To be honest, I've been a little worried about her all alone up in that big house. Sorry, did you say Tabby? I can't imagine Tabitha ever going by something so... cute. She did back when I knew her better. It's been a while. I hope she's okay. How long have you known her? Oh, quite a long time. The town's really small, so everybody's known everybody else as far back as they can remember. Tabby and I got a little close when we were both in the school production of A Midsummer Night's Dream. I was Puck and she was Mustard Seed. As you might have expected, she was more than a little prickly, but I managed to soften her up a bit in the end. But then she graduated and that was that. I haven't seen that girl or her horrible little cat since I was middle-aged. Oh, before it slips my mind, if you're staying up in that spooky old mansion, you must have met the Frofro. How does that monster fare? Wait, what? Are you messing with me? You can't actually talk to my dog, right? Yes, this is a joke. I cannot talk to animals. Alas, you have discovered my dark and terrible secret. Say nothing. Alas, you have discovered my dark and terrible secret. I can talk to animals and animals can talk to me. Your dog sounds like a southern belle when she talks. Yeah, of course you're joking. You install and maintain silent, awkward eye contact. Oh, if you just got to town, you must be starving. I was just on my way to the diner for a coffee, and they've got amazing biscuits. My treat. The pleasant aroma of greasy breakfast food hangs heavy in the air. In contrast with the empty, lifeless atmosphere of the family estate, the diner is filled with the comforting din of human life. All of which grinds to a sudden halt as the patrons realize that a stranger has entered the establishment. Hey everyone, I'm Lilac, just in town for the funeral. Before anyone can respond, you install casually sat into a booth, pretending the whole town didn't just gawk at you like a sideshow attraction. Looks like your entrance was a little more dramatic than you were expecting, huh? Folks around here don't meet many strangers as is, and with who you're related to, well, let's just say you'll be talk of the town for a while. Hey Stella, I went ahead and fixed you up a coffee. They quietly place a cup of coffee in front of Stella. And here's some bacon for the little lady. For me? For me? Gretchen sniffs the bacon and digs in. Tip, you can hit the H button on your keyboard to hide the text box at any time. Oh, I can. Good for screenshots. Good for if I would want to take a screenshot of a particular. Also just seeing the whole art in general. Anything for you? My name's Avery. I'll be taking care of you today. Offer them your boiled peanuts. Okay. It is every single character. I have a biscuit and a coffee, please. I heard they were really good. Best in the county. Avery pours the fragrant brew into the empty mug in front of you. They linger after pouring your coffee, turning to you nervously. Oh, and I'm sorry for your loss. Before you have the chance to respond, they're gone. Glad you took my advice with the biscuit. You won't regret it. Anyways, the funeral's not till Sunday, right? That gives you quite a bit of time to slumber around town. I'm trying to think if there are any cool events going on this week. There's always the reading adventure at the library, which is supposed to be for little kids, but I do it every month anyway. Oh, and I'm pretty sure Avery's throwing a party Saturday night, so that's a fun thing to look forward to. And there's the weekly Saturday potluck. Well, you're in luck, as you've happened to run into the person who knows all the best stuff to do around here and has limitless time to show you around. My boss is pretty forgiving. Oh wait, you probably won't get that joke since we don't know each other that well. I'm self-employed, so I'm my own boss, so I'm forgiving myself. Get it? Laugh uproariously. Yeah, I get it. Give a wooden laugh. No, please explain the joke. Ha! Funny joke. Thank you, I'll be here all week. Here's your biscuit. Winnie says it's on the house. She sends her condolences. You pick up the biscuit. It's delicate and fluffy. It nearly crumbles at your touch. A warmth emanates from its surface. You don't even need to taste it to know that it is good. Have divinity given a buttery form. You take a bite. It melts in your mouth as if it was nothing but butter suspended in a thin matrix of dough. Avery lingers at the table for a moment. So, has Stella mentioned she's famous? Oh, Avery, I'm not famous. You're the only person I know who's been on the news. If that's not famous, then I don't know what is. Stella sighs. I'm a YouTuber. What kind of videos do you do? She hunts cryptids. You should really check out her channel, Lilac. It's amazing. I think the best video to start with would be that river one. You know, the controversial one. Oh my fucking god. Of course, the controversial one. Oh yeah, the Catawba River Runner. I didn't expect much of the footage at the time, but it really wound up doing numbers. It was a mountain lion. I could smell it stink from miles away. I'm still not sure what it was, and I'm the one who saw that thing with my own 2 eyes. So, speaking of things to do around town, I was actually planning on filming this week's video tonight. I was wondering if you'd maybe want to come along. It's a pretty easy one this week. We wouldn't even have to camp anywhere. I'm gonna go after the... Wait, no spoilers. I should probably get back to it instead of standing around chatting with friends anyway. See y'all around. Now that the coast is clear, I'm going after a skunk ape. That depends, are you going to be there, Gretchen? I like that option. Oh, naturally. I wouldn't want any misfortune to befall my beloved Stella. I must stay by her side through thick and thin, however odd her passions may be. Of course, it's actually been a while since I've had anyone but Gretchen out there with me. Say no more. I'm in. This is going to be a lot of fun. I actually started the channel with a couple buddies of mine back in middle school, so it'll kind of be like a blast from the past. I miss those two. Our videos were terrible. Oh my god, the art in this game is gorgeous. Really love the environment artwork. It hasn't been very cold when... It hadn't been very cold when you first arrived in town, but as the sun dips closer and closer to the horizon, a chill descends upon the hollow, and you see your situation with renewed clarity. You're in a new place, far from civilization and the people you know, following someone you just met into a dark forest in search of monsters. You feel mystical, a sense of foreboding, more alive than you felt in years. Strangely calm, tense, unsettled, nothing. More alive than you felt in years. You feel alive. The fall breeze passing through the leaves, the orange hue of the setting sun painting the horizon, the promise of excitement ahead. It's been a while since you felt this in the moment, this present. The world around you feels almost magical. Were a mythical creature to actually manifest in front of you, it would fit perfectly in this world. Gotta love this brisk fall weather. This past summer was the hottest on record, since last year at least. You know how it is these days. Each summer is the hottest yet until the next summer, which always finds a way to be so much worse. It's just nice to feel a chill in the air and see the leaves change. Like normalcy is restored, if only for a moment. Sorry if that was a bit of a bummer. We should talk about something more fun. Like skunk apes. Oh gosh, that's a good one. Let me think. Well, there's always the deer I saw stealing baby birds out of a nest and eating them. That was pretty messed up. But I think most people know about that these days. I've seen tons of videos of other deers doing it, so I'm not sure if it counts as weird anymore. Oh, Tetanus Lake. That's a name for a lake. That's... Fucking don't swim in that. Yeah, for sure. I used to go after all sorts of spooky stuff. I never had much luck, though, especially when it came to ghosts. Back when I first started doing solo videos, I'd go into all sorts of old abandoned buildings, hoping I'd stumble across some sort of activity. But nothing ever happened. It was always just me and my camera in an old house, getting worked up over a gust of wind or a creaky floorboard. When all said and done, I've just been a lot luckier with cryptids. I want to believe in ghosts so bad, and I can't rule out the possibility that there really are true hauntings out there, but if there are, I sure as heck haven't seen any myself. Werewolves I kind of lump in with cryptids. I'd be shocked if there actually were people out there who turned into animals, but werewolf lore lines up pretty well with the great beast genre of cryptid. As for demons, I don't know. I honestly don't even want to consider the possibility that they exist, because if they really are out there, a lot of folks are doomed to an eternity of flames. So let's hope all of that's just bunk, am I right? What about aliens? I'll ask that. Don't even get me started. Did you see those UFO videos the government declassified? Aliens are definitely real, and they have absolutely visited Earth. Like, I believe in aliens way more than I believe in cryptids. I adore my darling Stella, but she gets the strangest ideas in her head these days. Ever since her parents went away, she's been more and more foolhardy with all this critter nonsense. You don't see me hunting aliens out here because we know they're real. Though I guess there was also that time I was out here alone and kinda got stuck in a cave. I was getting great footage of what I thought was a family of wampus cats, but I wasn't able to wiggle my way back out. Turns out that the wampus cats were actually skunks who very much did not appreciate me blocking the entrance to their hidey hole. And instead of running for help, Gretchen just sat outside, bored to tears. Lassie, she is not. I object to that accusation. I made sure to give those nasty little skunks a piece of my mind. That's what I did. And I kept Stella company, just as she would for me if I decided to hide in a hole for hours. It took me about an hour to get loose, which was pretty intense, but a few tomato juice baths later, I was red as rain, so it could have been a lot worse. Do you hear that? Oh my fucking god! This one. Okay, calling it right now. This one is going to be a. This one's gonna be a false alarm. game's putting out music, like silencing the music and everything. This one's gonna be a false alarm, and then later on, when stuff is calmer, and we're more like, you know, along the trail, having fun, talking, then something is going to happen. Actually, going to happen. That's my guess. That I feel like that's something this game would probably do. That's what I would do, at least. Oh. Hi. Oh, calm down, Gretchen, you old mutt. Oh, it's Duke, okay. Oh, Duke, you rascal. Yeah, sorry for getting spooked, Duke. I thought you were some creature of darkness. Nah, girly, just old Duke. Now what the hell are you two looking for way out here? Skunk Ape? Sorry I asked. And who's this you've suckered into something good with you? Wait a tick, you aren't... Is that? Yep. I see. Welcome to the Holler. My condolences. I'll keep you in my prayers. Another stranger, another opportunity for a salty introduction. For Duke your boiled peanuts. I'm keeping my peanuts to myself. I am saving these. These are going to come back in chapter 3, and I'm going to some future chapter. They're gonna come in handy. I am keeping my peanuts to myself. You once again remember the dripping bag of boiled peanuts you have on your person, and briefly consider offering them to Duke before realizing that it would probably be more of an insult than anything else. You keep them hidden away. Now both of y'all head on back to town here. It's best you steer clear of this area tonight. I'm out dealing with my own critter and won't be too appreciative if a couple fools with a camera scare away the more sensitive wildlife. What are you hunting tonight? Something tall and hairy? Something musky? You see anything like that recently? Wouldn't you like to know? You never could stay in your business, Stella Richmond. Put that damned camera down. Oh, come on, Duke. Maybe I could help out. I'm pretty good at tracking. You know I learned from the best. That you did, but I have yet to see a shred of proof that you listened to any of it. The way you tromp around the woods at night yelling about chunkabungas or what have you. Something's been getting at my chickens. I've lost 3 this week and can't afford to lose many more than that. Interesting. Huh, I wonder if Skunk Ape has a taste for chicken. Now see, this is why I don't let you come to these things. It ain't no Skunk Ape, whatever the hell that is. I know exactly what this is, but I know you won't believe me if I tell you. Oh, Duke, you don't think it's... I do, actually. It's those damned mountain lions. They're out there, Stella. I don't care what your little investigation turned up. You haven't been out in these woods as long as I have. Those sons of bitches are sneaky. Of course you wouldn't find any in one night of tracking. And I know for a fact that's what's been getting at my chickens. It couldn't be anything else. I feel like it is something else. I remember Gretchen specifically saying that one of the other cryptids that Stella found was very likely to be mountain lion. However, this time I don't think it's mountain lions. I'm telling you, man, mountain lions are extinct in these parts. There hasn't been an actual sighting since the 1990s. And even those were iffy. It's true, mountain lions are out there. Sure as sin. They pee on all the best trees. Can't believe you go out there on your YouTube saying some river monster spotted by a couple school-age Boy Scouts has been 100% confirmed, yet Appalachian cougars are some kind of far-fetched fantasy made up by geezers like me. You made me look like a fool. I read all those comments people were posting on your video. I'm sorry, Duke. I didn't mean to sick anybody on you. I just don't think it's plausible. You'll eat those words when I come carrying a mountain lion corpse out of those woods at dawn. And if you two don't want a face full of buckshot, I suggest you run home and stay out of the woods tonight. As Duke's words leave his mouth, an existential dread begins to pull at your chest. Something is waiting for you deeper in the woods. Whatever it is, the 4 of you are bound to meet it, and it will change you forever. What if it's not a mountain lion, though? What if it's... Oh, don't you get started again. If your daddy could hear you now going on about ghouls and goblins, using what he taught you to run around these woods like some kind of paranormal investigator. Do you want that to be his legacy, girl? Alright, this looks like a good shot. Mind holding the camera? She hands you the camera and takes position. Oh no. Ahem. As the night falls, my new assistant, the mysterious Lilac, and I find ourselves on a high hill in the Blue Ridge Mountains, where we'll begin our hunt for the elusive yet pungent skunk ape. Though mostly encountered in Florida, this possible relative of Bigfoot has been spotted all along the southeastern edge of the United States, including right in this very county. Here's hoping we get a glimpse tonight. We'll check back once we're on the trail. Until then, stay searching, Stellars. And keep digging, Gretches. I can take that camera off your hands for now. We'll be able to start the tracking scenes once the sun sets all the way. In the meantime, we get to take in all of this gorgeous scenery. Mystical. Duke may be gone, but that feeling in your gut still lingers. Something terrible awaits you. Something unavoidable. Though what exactly is wrong in this woods still eludes you. And the air is so clean and fresh. I feel like I'm breathing for the first time. It is. I'm glad you came out here. Gretchen has no appreciation for beautiful mountain vistas, and it gets old saying wow into the empty expanse every time I come out here. It's nice to have someone to say wow with. Oh no. Wait, hold on. Your quiet moment with Stella is broken by a loud percussive snort. What was that? Ha, no need to panic. Let's check it out. Okay. Let's see if it's actually something. As you and Stella hear the footfalls of animals retreating into the woods, she reaches for her flashlight. Can you hear the sweet whispers of new growth? What the fuck? A single deer remains behind, staring down the beam of light while Gretchen whines and pulls at her harness. The acorn becomes the oak, becomes the rich rot that swaddles the acorn. The cycle that is stretched is not the cycle that is broken. A deer. And there is something uncouthly fake and vile to its odors. Let me at him. How dare he infringe upon my dearest Stella's personal space? Let me at him. Your souring husk will feed the coming world. This is good. That's ominous. I don't like that. Jeez, Gretchen, calm down. You're gonna hurt yourself. Oh my, it seems I was consumed by a blinding rage. How very unladylike. What must you think of me? She cannot handle deer. When she gets like this, I usually have to pick her up and hold her. She has a bad habit of slipping her harness when she wants to go after something. You're too much of a potato, and they don't make harnesses to fit potatoes, do they? I think that deer was threatening us. Or warning us. It certainly looked scary. That thing on its face. Yikes. Why do you bring Gretchen with you? She doesn't seem like the safest choice for a hiking companion. Excuse you. Though after that outburst came over me, well, I suppose I can see the merit of your concern. I actually find her to be quite the opposite. Sure, she wants to chase stuff, but I usually let her when I'm not on one of my cryptid hunts, so I can't hold that against her. I'm just happy she's still so feisty even at her age. Pugs aren't exactly known for their good health, but here she is, running around in the woods at 17. And I feel like the fresh mountain air and exercise have helped a lot in that regard. You defy the laws of nature, don't you, Gretch? That got my heart rate up. I'm so ready for the hunt. Same for me. How's about we take a quick snack break to fuel up, then we get right into the night's activities. As you settle down to rest, Stella breaks open a bag of assorted snacks. Uh, hey, 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 that, yeah, hey, you're not gonna acknowledge that, are you, game? You're, you're not gonna just acknowledge the very clear eyes in the corner? You and Stella settle down on an overlook, snacks in hand, as the quiet sounds of evening wildlife wash over you. Gretchen gnaws a stick, distracted for the time being. So, tell me what it's like in Kobold. I forgot I named the town that I came from that. Do you have a house? An apartment? Do you live with family, roommates, pets? Tell me what it's like to be Lilac. I like this one. Hmm. It's a mixed bag. At first, it was kind of nice to finally have a space that was just mine, but now it feels cramped. It's like I'm stuck in a closet alone, and no one can come let me out because I chose this for myself, and as far as they know, I'm happy being here. The lights flicker, the toilet is constantly getting backed up because the landlady upstairs keeps flushing her cat's litter. It smells like cigarettes for some reason. And it's home to an extremely durable population of roaches. But I guess it's home. I do what I can to spruce up the place. I got a plant, you know, how they say living things are supposed to brighten up a room. When you put it like that, I wonder if staying in that old mansion is a step up or a step down for you. Maybe just a step sideways. Have you tried looking for a different place, or maybe finding a roommate? There's got to be something better out there for you. Thought about finding roommates. I've had enough bad roommates for a lifetime, and this is cheap. I've been saving up for something better. I've thought about finding roommates, but I haven't really landed on anything yet. Maybe I'll look into it when I get back. Yeah? So what do you do for a living? What do I want? What do I want her job to be? Yeah, this one's a fun one. I have an Etsy store where I sell assorted arts and crafts. Sometimes I'll do commissions. Sometimes I'll just sort of find something on the street and fix it up with a quirky design. Like giving something a mustache or painting it to look like a bee. Oh, so you're an artist and you upcycle. Nice. Oh, thanks. I really love what I do. It used to be nice, but now I don't know. I mean, so. Most people I meet tend to raise their eyebrows when I tell them what I do. But you know what? I love it. It might not be much, but it's empowering to feel like I'm taking control of my own destiny. Believe me, I can relate. I don't think I'd give up on what I do for anything. A crisp breeze passes over you. What about you? What's your story? Gretchen and I live in a little house just outside town. It's actually the house I grew up in, so it has a lot of pleasant memories attached to it, and I'm glad I could keep it in the family. My great-great-grandfather built that house, and he must have done a great job because it's just as sturdy as it's ever been. What about family home and all that? Haha, no, it's just me. They aren't with us anymore. Oh, did they move? Oh, geez, I'm so sorry. Oh, because they're dead? Say nothing. It's okay, you didn't know. And I've done my morning. You don't have to watch your tongue around me or anything. Life goes on. What were they like? Did you get along? They were amazing. Two of the nicest people you'd ever meet. Interesting, too. My dad was a bit of a regional legend among hunters and trappers. He was always out in the woods on the trail of something, and we certainly had some interesting dinners because of him. He had to learn how to fend for himself since his family didn't have much growing up. He always made sure I had food and that I knew how to get it if I ever found myself too far from a grocery store. I could make us a pretty good salad with just what's in this clearing, if I had to, though it wouldn't exactly taste great. My mom was the local vet, the lady all the farms in the county knew to call if their animals were in need of something. Even the smallest mouse would get the proper care in her hands. I'm sure she's most of the reason Gretchen is here among the oldest dogs that... Gretchen here is one of the oldest dogs I've ever met. So yeah, those were my parents. Oh, thanks, Lilac. That's really sweet of you. How are you holding up? It was a long time coming, so it wasn't a surprise. I've kind of come to terms with it by the time it actually happened. And it's not all bad. She doesn't have to be in pain anymore. That's a relief. The hospital bills are another story, though. Can't even imagine how bad that must be. It's just salt in the wound at that point. Oh shit. Yeah, something to do with those eyes. My stars, what was that? It's showtime. Whatever lurks behind the tree line is something best left unseen, but the events of this evening were already set in motion long before you stepped foot in Scarlet Hollow. There's no turning back now.